Namaskar. Welcome to this special edition of This Week with Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Doctor, a lot of exciting things have taken place, and you have been part of some of the important events that took place. And I would like to go with you to Washington, D.C. World Culture Festival. How was the feeling there?
I think it was a great success. Almost 800,000 people were there, and mainly the Indian Americans from all over the country and even out of country. And it's absolutely spectacular function. This Art of Living organizers did it, and Shri Ravi Shankar was there. Our former president Kovind was there, and a lot of formal and current presidents and prime ministers of the different countries were there. And the whole festival was kind of displaying performance from the different countries, 180 countries altogether. All the countries' cultural dances and cultural show. And I think it was very excellent event. I think it kind of very successful in relaying the message that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we all are in one family, and we should live in the harmony, peace, and be happy and help each other.
Absolutely. And the scale at which this was conceived and the dances, they had hundreds of dances together.
Right.
So when it's a very unique experience to witness world culture coming on one stage. Anything special that you personally felt was resonating with you in that environment?
Yes. I mean, the whole scale of the mega scale of the function was unbelievable. Again, so different countries, they put together their folk dances, and folk dances is not with the 10, 20 participants, 100 or 200 participants at a time, and it's unbelievable. The music was great, and really then the speeches and messages from our former President of India, Shri Ravi Shankar himself, and other dignitaries was very great. And our Vivek Murthy, the Surgeon General, was there. A couple of congressmen were there. So in reality, all the political, diplomatic, and religious, as well as civilian leaders were there, and it was absolutely out of this world. And I think they accomplished what they wanted to relay the message that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we all are in one family.
Absolutely. And that message of one family comes from the land that we refer to as Bharat Mata.
Right.
When Sri Ravi Shankar takes that message to the world in such an effective, colorful, cultural way, it adds to the soft power of India also directly, indirectly, and keeping also in mind that foreign minister was also present. He addressed the gathering there, as well as he interacted with press and at several other forums, and made India's position clear with respect to the tension that is currently being observed between India and Canada. Overall, how do you feel? Was he successful in conveying India's concern and position to the world at large and to his American counterpart?
Yes. I mean, I personally believe that he was successful. His Holiness Shri Ravi Shankar was very, very successful. Art of Living as an organization, very, very successful, put together and relay the message and convey the message to the world.
No. Now I'm talking about our foreign ministers. Somehow both have Shankar in them. So Jai Shankar ji got big with Ravi Shankar ji.
Yeah. Jai Shankar was very, Jai Shankar, we met him just that same afternoon we met him in the embassy, our embassy, India House, and there also who's leaders of the Indian American community were there, and he conveyed the message that India is a kind of upward trajectory country. It will be soon very most likely the third largest economy within next 20 to 30 years. And not only that, but right now, each and every country of the world, each and every superpower of the world are looking for India and looking at business with India. And also, he said that India is very firm and strong and very resilient to fight the terrorism, particularly the Khalistani terrorism. And he conveyed a great clear-cut narrative from our Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi in very clear and very strong and affirmative language.
Absolutely. And Canadian Prime Minister now seems to be changing his tone, and he did mention a few times that they do not want to escalate tension with India. But looks like things are still not moving in the right direction. While Indian government has asked Canada to reduce the number of diplomats that they have, and 40 or 41 diplomats are asked to leave by 10th October. These are the reports coming from India. Now, how do you see the stand that is taken by Modi government in this context? Probably they want to stay firm on their stand. Overall, how do you see in terms of its potential long-term impact?
I think we don't know the true, we don't know the full history, right? Or full facts of the whole event. He says, we say, government of India says some different, and what Canada is saying is different. And now, as you say, that Prime Minister has Canada kind of try to backpedal the allegations softly. That's a good news, that way everything can cool down and cool head prevails and come to some kind of diplomatic conclusion and resolution, because Canada and India is very important. Two countries are very important to all the Western countries, including USA. So I think let's see how this diplomatic situation resolves, and it should resolve sooner than later. And I'm not sure why still both the parties are having little firm stand, but I think they should talk and they should resolve the problem.
Absolutely. And talking about resolving the problem in a Gandhian way, and we just observed 2nd October as International Non-Violence Day also. The way it is observed, do you see Gandhian values are reaching to the next generation, and the pragmatic aspect of the non-violence as preached by Mahatma Gandhi?
Yes, Mahatma Gandhi in true sense, he is a world leader, and he's all over the world. He's the most respected, most appreciated individual or leader, because if you even Google it, or if you look at any search engine, you will see the maximum number of statues in the public park and locations in the world is that of Mahatma Gandhi. That shows that each and every country, whether it's a Western country, Eastern country, Southwest country, Southeast country, they all are kind of revering Mahatma Gandhi and his teaching. And his teaching is very loud and clear. And as we know that even Martin Luther King in USA said that his kind of enlightening came from the Mahatma Gandhi's teaching. Same thing Nelson Mandela says. And so there is no question about how clear and strong Mahatma Gandhi's teaching. And I think Even we did, we opened Birla Group sponsored and underwrote the Mahatma Gandhi Museum, which I mean, Gandhian Society has opened up in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And it's very beautiful, very extensive museum of the Mahatma Gandhi and his teaching. And we had a launching of that museum. The Birla's granddaughter, Sri Rajeshri Birla, came and inaugurated, launched that museum. And I was lucky enough to be a part of that inauguration and be part of the history. And really, this museum will be very helpful to the second generation, particularly in the USA, because they can see and appreciate and learn what is Mahatma Gandhi was and what was his teaching and how powerful his teaching is.
So Dr. in general, we have, of course, addressed Mahatma Gandhi, Bapu, and there has been continued reverence for Mahatma Gandhi as upholder of peace. But of late, there have been voices where they are analytically looking at the role played by Mahatma Gandhi in terms of his views on certain occasions. And I think, if I may quote Anand Ranganathan, who is a scholar or who's a professor, and and again, it is not, these are his words, these are words of Mahatma Gandhi, and they are published in the complete works of Mahatma Gandhi, and this is April 6, 1947. And I quote, he says, Mahatma Gandhi said, Hindus should not harbor anger against Muslims, even if the latter want to destroy and kill us. We should face death bravely. If Muslims establish their rule after killing all Hindus, we would be ushering in a new India. Now, these kind of statements were not coming into the public domain. People are not discussing that. So it's a very sort of interesting situation where we are reflecting and trying to see how to put things in perspective. Is it unsettling to kind of come across these kind of statements which were said by Mahatma Gandhi?
No, if you look at this kind of statements superficially, then it might be unsettling. But if you look deep down and understand the meaning of what he's saying that it doesn't matter what happens in the, because you cannot win everything by tit for tat thing, you know. So whatever happens, always you don't harbor hate for anybody. Even though he is your enemies or he harmed you, and that's called his real teaching, that it's called non-violence, and non-violence has no role or place for the hate. So I think if somebody deeply understand or try to understand what he's saying is completely different than if you read superficially, because when you read superficially, it sounds like Mahatma Gandhi was kind of his teaching or his saying was different or not very convenient. So I don't think that's the way it should be. I think Mahatma Gandhi, each and every steps, I think he was very honest to himself and always spoke what is truth. And I think we all should appreciate that, and we should learn from that. That doesn't matter how unpopular truth is truth.
Absolutely. And his autobiography also is My Experiment with Truth. And he talked about Atmabal. So Atmabal ke prayog in each individual's life plays an important role. And again, our festivals teach us about victory of good over evil. And you have participated in the annual Diwali Mela also. Talk to me about your experience this year around and the significance of Diwali.
Well, Diwali is, of course, is a festival of lights, and we believe in our Hindu Dharma or Sanatan Dharma that this festival of lights brings the lights and brings the kind of victory over the evil person or evil sources or evil factors. And therefore, Diwali is a great celebration of the lights and future and the brighter futures and brighter tomorrow, and therefore everyone should enjoy the Diwali, celebrate the Diwali with the meaning and teach its meaning to the young generation.
Absolutely, and bringing a lot of sweetness with harmony. That is also one way of celebrating Diwali. But time to say goodbye from today's session. Doctor, your parting words for our viewers.
Well, dear friends, I mean, this last week or two, we have a great World Culture Festival in Washington D.C. Almost over 700,000 people were gathered there. I was luckily and I had a privilege to be part of that history making. I must congratulate His Holiness Sri Sri Ravi Shankar and his organization Art of Living to convey the word that there is something called Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, means whole world is a one family, and we all should live in the harmony and peace. And I think that after saying that, I would like to say that God bless America, God bless India, God bless Indian American, and we'll see you next time. Till then, I love you all and goodbye.